Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, ladies and gentle dudes, and children of all ages, this is Daniel J. Harris, the Soupy Gato. But today I am not doing my weekly radio show, the Soupy Gato Show, because I am here where everyone else is, listening to the fabulous Tim Janakos, doing his twice-a-week healing call-in show, From Time Without Beginning. I don't know what this cat Tim does on a show, but after listening in twice a week, I finally feel like I can relax and enjoy life for a change. As you all probably know by now, if you've been tuning in and turning on for a while, Tim Janakos is more than just an energy healer, currently stationed in a remote location in northern Japan. He's also a visionary writer of 4 books, a singer-songwriter currently working on his 4th music CD in Italy and France. Damn, talk about an infinite being. He's here usually twice a week to remind us all that we are all infinite beings. So what if your life didn't have to be as shitty as you thought it would be? What if a change is really possible in all the areas you thought you'd given up on? Well, I don't know about you, but I'm going to fasten my seatbelt and get ready for another crazy ride, because here is the star of the show now, Tim Janakos. He is ready to redefine our realities. Take it away, Timmy.
Every single time that you run away, you'll realize that you've run to the same place you thought you left behind. Where you running now, my friend? Don't you realize? Though you've run away, you haven't changed a single thing inside. Where you running now, my friend? Don't you realize?
Major Tim to ground control. Major Tim to ground control. Can you hear me? Major Tim to ground control. Major Tim to ground control. Can you hear me? Major Tim to ground control. Major Tim to ground control. Can you hear me? Major Tim to ground control. Can you hear me? Okay, ground control. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, enough of the bullshit. Last week we were all about bullshit, and I'm finished with the bullshit. So, ground control, I want you to hear me now. I'm not lying to myself anymore, and we're not lying to ourselves anymore. We're not limited. We're not going to believe all this bullshit about whatever we said last week or the week before or the week before that, because it's all over. So, ground control, I want you to hear me loud and clear. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm not coming back. So this is the new me, Major Tim to ground control. I hope you read me loud and clear. Okay, folks, we just decided the whole show is going to be totally different. We're blasting off to a new reality. This is Tim Janakos, your host, and I'm not coming back. And we are going to have an absolutely off-the-hook show, because I'm off the hook and you guys are all off the hook. We're all off the hook from all the bullshit we said last week, from the bullshit we said the week before that, the bullshit we said the week before that, all that shit about, oh, we're not good enough, we're not ugly enough, we're not pretty enough, we're not stupid enough, we're not smart enough, whatever we fucking said, it's all behind us, because today is a new day, and today is a new millennium, today is a new week, today is a new you, and I'm here with you to be that new you. So I'm stepping into that for you. I'm stepping through the door. I'm letting go of all the tanglements that have been holding me back to this reality, and I'm not believing any more of the bullshit, and I'm not taking any more of the bullshit. So I'm so glad you guys are here with me. So I guess no one called in last time, except, well, actually, sorry, one person called in last time. I said no one. See, that's the lie that I've been told. One person is all it really takes to change the world. And that one person called in last week, so it changed my world, because I decided I'm not going to frickin' put up with any of it anymore. All this stuff I tell myself about, oh, this person hasn't heard my CD, and this producer won't listen to my shit, and this person won't call me in for an audition because I sent in the audition form too many times, and this radio station won't interview me because I haven't yet decided to be a bestseller on all my books yet, and all my CDs aren't yet on the #1 pop charts. So anyway, I want to first say thank you so much to the people who call into the show and let me know hook me up with all these great people, because one of the callers hooked me up with Andrew Aloha in Arizona, and he's going to put me on a show on the 11th, 11/11. What a great day. Actually, it's 11/10 for you guys in the U.S. I'll be in Japan, and it'll be 11/11. But anyway, I'll be calling in the morning, coming back from Tokyo. And we got another 11/11 calling in right now. 111111. I love seeing those numbers. Okay. And if you're not calling in, you better wonder why you're not calling in, because you want to be on this line. It's 1-646-929-2015. And if you can't remember numbers and you're dyslexic, just think of 1, oh my axe. And that's my axe that's going to cut your tethers from this reality, and you're going to be able to fly into the new reality that you create. So it's 1, oh my axe 2015, and this is the year it's going to happen for everybody, because we're stepping into it right now. So this is the new show. It's no longer called From Time Without Beginning. We're all from Time Without Beginning, but now it's called Major Tim to Ground Control, and we're all feeling very different today. So anyway, one caller introduced me to Andrew Aloha. That's one. And another caller who's on the call now, she introduced me to sending my CD to Coast. So I send it off to Coast, and I'm going to be coast to coast. I'm coasting from coast to coast right now. I'm freaking on cloud 9. I'm feeling very different today. I've stepped outside the door, and I'm floating in the most peculiar way. And I'm not going to go back to the old me, because it's gone. So you are talking to the new Tim Janakos, who is a best-selling author, who is a #1 selling music producer slash songwriter slash visionary thinker. So I'm stepping into that now. So I'm going to invite you guys all to step in with me. Put on your helmets if you need a helmet. Put on your space suit if you need a space suit. I don't care what you got to put on. Take off all your clothes if you have to go naked, if you want to go naked, because I'm in my bathrobe. And I don't usually tell you. I'm usually naked in my bathrobe because it's 11 o'clock, and I didn't actually take a shower. I usually take a shower before the show, but anyway, my hair is wild right now. If you go onto my YouTube video, you can see what I look like before I take a shower. I'm singing a Tori Amos song in my bathrobe with my hair just totally freaked out, because I have more hair than my wife wants me to have. But anyway, enough of all that. I'm going to go to callers because I'm feeling amazing, and they're feeling amazing, and they are amazing. So I'm just going to write down a few numbers before we launch into the new interdimensional beings that we are all choosing to be. And I'm just liking the 111s, because that's what I'm feeling. On 11/11, when I come back from my trip the reason I'm going to Tokyo on the weekend of the 11/9 and 11/10 is because I'm going to see the opening of the new Grand Castle of Kozenrufu in Japan, which if you don't know what those words are, it's fine. You can look them up. But anyway, I'm going to help launch the new satellite from Shinonamachi, Tokyo, into outer space. So that's why I'm going to Tokyo that weekend, and I'm coming back early in the morning to be on an amazing Andrew Aloha show in Flagstaff. I think it's not in Flagstaff. It's somewhere in Arizona. But anyway, I'll make a recording of it. I'll put it on YouTube for all you people that can't tune in. But right now I'm going to go to the 11111 because that's what I'm feeling right now. So how are you doing in the 111111111 phone number? Is that Rose? No. Okay, who's calling in on a computer? Okay, everybody say their name. Everyone who's raised their hand, say their name. Okay. Maybe they're speaker. Maybe they're because I'm picking up on one person, and their phone on my switchboard is 1111111. So if you're trying to speak out now, or forever hold your peace. Okay, I'll come back to you maybe. We'll see how many callers we have. I can't hear the person. So we're going to go to the most amazing Janice, the one who's stepping outside of all of her limitations.
That would be nice.
So I got a new clearing today. I wrote it because one of my clients emailed me today and they were having trouble, and I got the new clearing. It's I'm open to knowing. So that's going to be the new catchphrase for on all the shows right now, because I would like to doesn't work anymore. So I'm open to knowing how, and I want you to repeat after me after I say it. I'm open to knowing how I can get rid of all this brain what do I call it? Schmaltz.
Sludge.
So I'm sludge. Okay, so I'm open to knowing how I can get rid of all this brain sludge. Say that right now.
I'm open to knowing how I can get rid of all this brain sludge.
Okay, and anything that wouldn't allow that.
And anything that wouldn't allow that.
I destroy and uncreate it all.
I destroy and uncreate it all.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, POD and POC, shorts, boys and beyond. Good. And anyone else who wants to do that along with us, just say, I'm open to knowing how, and I'll give you an example because I just wrote it on my Facebook page, and I'm going to write more. So I wrote, I'm open to knowing how billions of people I'm open to knowing how many billions of people, how many billions, that's how I'm trying to write it. I'm open to knowing how many billions of people I can make smile and laugh from today onward. And I'm open to knowing, what else did I write here? I'm open to knowing how my music could spread quicker to all corners of the world. And I'm open to knowing which music manager would be best for my world tour. And I'm open to knowing which record company would be best to sign to for my first major debut album. Once again, I'm open to knowing which record company would be best to sign to for my first major debut album. And I'm open to knowing how many millions of new fans are waiting to be inspired by my revolutionary music. And I'm open to knowing how many more people out there are waiting to read my already published books and the books I am working on writing. And that's, let me take a drink because that's difficult to say. So I'm saying this for everyone on the show right now who can't say what they're open to knowing. So everything that brings up in everyone on the caller, Janice, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad. All nine, POD and POC, shorts, boys and beyond, ho'oponopono, namyo horengekyo. Okay. So what else are you open to knowing? Yes. What else are you open to knowing today, Janice?
I don't know what to say.
What do you want to do today? What do you want to accomplish today? What do you want to change today?
The pain has to go away. The weirdness in my head has to go away.
Okay, so say I'm open to knowing how this pain can get the fuck out of me.
I'm open to knowing how this pain can get out of me.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, POD and POC, shorts, boys and beyonds. So every time everyone on this radio show and everyone who's going to hear this in the future says, I don't know, what you're doing is you're cutting off your knowing and you're throwing it out the window. So everywhere you've ever said, I don't know, in this life or any other reality, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times a Buddha-zillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, POD and POC, shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, I was going to go to a music break, but my body says no. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to read, let me put you on hold. I need to read the bullshit that I was feeling on the last show. So let me put you on hold and I'll come right back to you. Thank you for bringing this up for you and everyone else, because this is what's holding us all back. Okay, so hold on one moment. So I'm going to read the bullshit that everyone was feeling and that I was channeling yesterday or the other day when I decided this is what this call was going to be about, because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of what I say every day. I'm tired of all the bullshit I buy into every day, and I'm not going to take it anymore. So here is what I wrote on my Facebook page, and you can go back and read it, and you can do whatever you want with it. You can say it doesn't belong to you, or you can say, it used to belong to me, and I'm no longer doing it anymore. So here it is. I'm trying to find it. It's not wanting to come up. I I blew it out of the water. So, here it is. Yes, I found her. Okay, this is the old me that's dying today, and the old you and the old everyone. Okay, I'm not tall enough. I'm not good enough. My pants are too tight. My ass is too loose, or vice versa. Strike that and reverse it. I have terrible spelling and grammar skills. My hair isn't short enough. My hair isn't long enough. I don't sleep with the right cologne on to get laid or in the right bed. I don't eat organic enough food. My teeth are not pearly white like my girlfriend or Michael Jackson's skin color. My breath doesn't smell like the right Bacardi that David Bowie drinks. He doesn't smoke the same cigarettes as me. I'm not smart enough. I don't chant long enough. I can't get no satisfaction. Don't make enough comma splices or run-on sentences to get my point across. I didn't stay deployed long enough in a war zone to earn retirement/college credit or get enough PTSD to win disability or use enough capitals to get used by enough capitals. I didn't use enough capitals or get used by enough capitals, and that's capital spelled with the OL being used by other countries and other belief systems that hold us back, or do enough shakabuku to expiate all of my karma that I'm still trying to hold on to. I didn't have the right contacts in the music business to get my songs heard or sign the right contract to get my case rescinded. I'm not certified enough to write access processes or teach body code on my Facebook page and or my radio program. I didn't have the right plastic surgery and or the pharmaceutical poison in my bloodstream or on my prescription list. I'm not the right sex or sexual preference. I don't do the right sexual positions or race groups. I didn't say the right isotses or greetings or genuflect low enough or long enough to the right so-called superiors. My dad didn't teach me anything because my mom left him when I was 2 years old. I didn't get shot or walk at enough protests or give enough speeches at rallies or walk enough soft marches or fast long enough to compare myself to MLK or Martin Luther King or Gandhi or any of the other people that we put on a pedestal and try to say is not like us. I'm not another Chopra or Oprah. And if Chopra and Oprah got married, her name would be Chopra Oprah. And I'm not the Dalai Lama or Dalai Lamed. And Mercury's in retrograde. My students don't show up to my classes when I want them to or shut up when I don't want them to. My wife didn't beat me hard enough. My class participants don't show up to my workshops if I say the access clearing statement backwards or forget that I don't really need a magnet because I'm an infinite being. I never want to know or refuse to know how interesting my interesting points of view are and the ones I'm resisting against or refusing to align or agree with. I was too fat for the leading role. My mom married late. I was called illegitimate because they thought my brother should be the next David King until they invented Immaculate Conception. I lie to myself that I never tell lies, so I'll never get into heaven or realize that heaven is within me. I wasn't the right secretary. I didn't fuck the right secretary. I don't feel guilty if I break my vegan diet or forget to fast on Ramadan or the Sabbath. I do evening gongyo before midnight. I don't do evening gongyo before midnight or do morning gongyo before 12 noon. And I don't give a fuck whether I say Namu or Nam-myo Horengekyo. I forget not to sleep with my feet towards the butsu on or have too much bocce to expiate for being an Inchantika, and I can't even say the fucking word, in my last life, or claim, own, or acknowledge that I'm the Buddha from time without beginning, because I walked out of the assembly when the secret expedient means was going to be preached. I didn't have sex with the devil of the sixth heaven, aka my fundamental darkness, long enough to get an orgasm. My books weren't read enough by enough people, and my songs weren't on enough TV shows to get interviewed on this or that radio show. It wasn't proper to write all this goddamn shit on my Facebook page. And it isn't mine, and it wasn't mine. And I don't claim, own, and acknowledge that this reality is my own making. I didn't meditate or medicate long enough with the right Baba or Guru of this week. I wasn't chosen or I wasn't choosing the right things or being who I truly be. I wasn't baptized by the right preacher or inventor of rankism, which I'm afraid of because no one should have that much power, and I'm refusing to have that much power. I'm not orthodox enough for my orthodontist boyfriend, or straight-laced enough for my Virgo accountant brother, or the mainstream media. My testosterone or progesterone and or toxic mimic wasn't the right pH balance. My cat ate my homework, and I didn't take honors classes in high school. I had an allergy or an offense, or I had a thought or idea allergy to not having allergies. I didn't know whether to call him Shakyamuni or Siddhartha, or the holy high Guatemala teacher of men, gods, and or sons of men, or flying lizards, or the Dragon King's daughter Tathagata. I didn't tap into the right morphic field on the right full moon. My box spring doesn't make the right squeaky sound to turn on my husband. I couldn't figure out if Sir Francis Bacon wrote the Shakespeare portfolio or the illegitimate, uneducated actor who had a similar name, which was his name was William Shakespeare, who conveniently died 7 years before it was first published and owned no books in his life and never wrote a personal letter to anyone or received one from anyone. I don't make the right salary or have the right retirement fund to know that if money was my lover, I wouldn't be able to have sex. I couldn't because it's Immaculate Conception is the only holy way to do it. I couldn't tell the difference between the life story of Julius Caesar or the other JC character or chair actor from Nazareth to know who was the true Messiah. I didn't meditate or medicate long enough to recognize the eternal, endowed, enlightened state from time without beginning or know whether chanting Namu or Nam Myoho Renge Kyo was the right freaking way to do it. I didn't sell my soul to the right religious fraternity or scientific cabal or all-encompassing labyrintho kaleidoscopic grand poobah of my imagination. I had too many refried beans before going dancing and took the wrong antacid to get laid or a date on the dance floor. Okay, so any of you guys that didn't get pissed off, I need to write a little more. So I'm going to go see who didn't get pissed off, because if you didn't get pissed off, then I'm not helping you hard enough. Whoops. Am I still on air? I just turned myself off. No, I'm still there. Okay. Let me just go to 111 again. I'm going to come back to Janice, but I need to go to the 111 because I'm feeling it. 111, are you finally there? Okay, I can't hear you, but I hear you trying to talk. So I'm going to help you anyway. The person in the 111111, and I'm imagining it's Rose, but if it's not Rose, that's okay. No, it's not Rose. Okay, maybe it is Rose. I'm getting yes and no. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear whatever's holding that person from being able to talk right now. Is this on the body code? Yes. And is it on the access clearing statement? Yes. And is it on the theta healing charts? Is it on the, it's on all of those. Okay, so it's all about stepping into who you truly be. So everything I haven't been willing to be in the past to make this person on 111 be able to speak up loud and clear, I destroy and uncreate everything that I wasn't willing to be before, and I step into who I truly be as the infinite being from time without beginning, right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and talk, shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, we might come back to you, and we're going to come back to Janice, but Janice, just hold on, because that was bringing up too much stuff. So I'm going to go to the 801 area code. 810, sorry. What's your name in the 810 area code?
Hey, it's Christy.
Christy, did anything I said in that long monologue piss you off? If not, I need to say more.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, good. So everything that is and everything that brought up for you, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and pop, shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so what else, Christy, would you like to do today?
I'm just really mad. I'm done dealing with doctors and their bull crap.
I am too.
I really am. I'm tired of them telling me that I'm going to die in 5 years.
Okay.
Really?
So everywhere you hired them to tell you this bullshit so you can finally realize the truth, would you be willing to unsubscribe to all that bullshit now?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and pox, shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere you thought having a DR prefix to your names or a PhD suffix to your names made you know more than you know yourself, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and pox, shorts, boys and beyond. So truth, Christy, have you decided to die yet?
No.
Okay. So everywhere you implanted or explanted with the idea that it wasn't your choice to die when you wanted to die, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times a Buddha zillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and pox, shorts, boys and beyond. And everywhere you hired all the people to lie to you so you can finally realize this whole fucking circus is a joke and you can create a new reality, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all times a Buddha zillion?
Absolutely.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and pox, shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere you thought you needed to go to anyone else before going to yourself, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is? And would you finally be willing to go to your true self?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and pox, shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. Shit. My whole body's shaking.
I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you a home play to do, and then we might come back to you. You can... Last time I had someone do it on the show with the speaker on, and it almost fried the whole circuit board. I asked them to go into a closet or go to somewhere where they can feel comfortable enough screaming as loud as they could, and it totally shook the whole universe. So I felt it in Japan. So I'm not going to do it because it's going to fry the whole switchboard while your speaker's on. But you're going to go, while I go to the next caller, you're going to go to wherever you can scream as loud as you can scream, and you're going to say, I'm not fucking taking this anymore. This is my life. I'm choosing to have the fucking life I want to have. I'm not fucking buying into any other bullshit that all these fucking people try to sell to me every fucking day. This is my life. I'm having it now. Okay? Like that. And I just screamed in everyone's ear. Okay? So just scream out as fucking loud as you can and just blow out all that bullshit that you're using to hold you back from being who you truly be, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's your home play. I'm going to come back to you, hopefully. Let's see what happens. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to go, back to Janice. Okay. So everyone on the line thought that the switchboard wouldn't be working right because Mercury's in retrograde, or we wouldn't be able to have a great show because Mercury was in retrograde, or because whatever fucking lie we were told to believe by this reality. Janice, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times a Buddha zillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and I love your sweet yes. Right and wrong, good and bad. Oh, that was perfect. That was so sweet. Okay, so, wow. That was cool. I wish my wife ever said yes to me like that. If my wife said yes to me like that every day, I would be like on cloud 9 every day, and that's all it takes sometimes. Whew. Right and wrong. Everywhere I'm not willing to have my wife say yes to me like that, I destroy and uncreate at all times a Buddha zillion, right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and pox, shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so the people listening in, this show is going to go off the hook. We haven't even started. So call 1-646-929-2015, and if you want to spell it out, it's 1-O-MY-AXE, A-X, because I got the axe, and it's 2015. 1-O-MY-AXE 2015, and that number is going to change in 2016 because we're going to take off to a new multidimensional level that we don't even know where the fuck we're going right now because it's not yet opened up to us. But for the people that did call in that haven't raised their hand, just push 1 to raise your hand. If you push 1 to raise your hand and then you get cut off, then call back in and I'll pick up on you whether you raise your hand or not because I'm psychic. Okay, and you're psychic too. So you don't really have to raise your hand. You can just send me the signals like the person in the 954 is doing now, and I'll get you. Okay. So my name is Janice. Do we need to know? We need to go on. Your body's saying go on. So this is going to help you what comes up with everyone else. So just be open to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the 9554 didn't raise their hand, but they sent me a smoke signal. So I'm just going to raise their hand for them. If they don't want to have the smoke signal go out to the whole multiverse, then don't say anything. But if they want the smoke signal to blow out all the smoke that has been holding them back from being who they truly be, then say their name or say whatever you want to say. You don't have to say your name. You can say your nickname, or you can say what you were called in 3rd grade. I don't care.
Hello.
Hello. Thanks for the smoke signal, by the way. I felt the smoke signal,
wow.
so you didn't even need to raise your hand because I felt it. So in the 954 area code, how the hell would you like your world rocked today?
Oh my God, we talked earlier. I'm actually in Arizona.
I know you are.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can do something for the cough. My first time listening.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, the cough already is going away because I already worked on it this morning. But anyway, the smoke signal that you're sending off is that you're not willing to let it go. So for you and everyone else on the call who's not willing to let go of all the bullshit that they bought from this reality that they have to have or that they need to have in order to be normal, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times a Buddha-zillion?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all 9, pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so this whole idea of being normal, first of all, to be normal in this reality is to be insane. So if you're saying I need to be normal, you're saying I need to be insane. So everywhere you and everyone else on the call wasn't willing to choose sanity over this reality, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times a Buddha-zillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all 9, pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyond. And I'm going to look up the definition of weird because someone told me it meant something better than you ever would think it meant. So I'm going to look it up right now because I'm going to get a different weird. Okay, weird means suggesting something supernatural or unearthly. Wow, I am so weird. Okay, so everywhere you weren't willing to be supernatural, AKA weird and unearthly, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times a Buddha-zillion?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all 9, pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyond. That's the first definition. The second definition is connected with fate. The next definition is the person's destiny. So everywhere you weren't willing to step into the fate of the destiny that you were choosing or that you were refusing to choose, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and be as weird as you know you can be?
Oh, wow, yes. You put it that way.
Oh, yes! Oh, fucking wow! I'm feeling it too. Fucking wow! Wow, how fucking weird can we be today? And I'm not supposed to say the F word without putting the parental discretionary fucking shit on my website. But anyway, I'm choosing a different reality than the parental consent because how many kids need to hear fucking shit right now? How many kids need to hear fucking shit that isn't the same fucking shit they're hearing every day that's bullshit? The good fucking shit that I'm talking about. So everything that is and everything that brings up times a Buddha-zillion, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all 9, pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyond. Now, the next definition is induce a sense of disbelief or alienation in someone. Everywhere you thought that if you were you, the true you can be from time without beginning, that you would somehow induce a sense of disbelief or alienation in someone else, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all 9, pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyond. So this definition of weird being induce a sense of disbelief and alienation in someone is so fucking cool because I think everyone on this planet needs to be induced into a sense of disbelief and alienation right now, because right now everyone on this planet is so induced into a sense of bullshit and a sense of disbelief about their true identity as the infinite being from time without beginning that they don't even fucking know what station to be listening to, so they're fucking listening to Rush Limbaugh instead of fucking tuning into Major Tim Ground Control, which they should be tuning into. So all the people who are refusing to be as weird as you this morning in Arizona and around the whole planet and throughout the multiverse, who weren't weird enough to tune into this radio show, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times a Buddha-zillion?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and pock, shorts, boys and beyond. Wow, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what other word would you, what other word, just stop, don't think about anything. The first word that comes to your mind, truth, what word would you like to know the real definition of? Just throw a word out, it doesn't matter what it is.
Innocence.
Innocence, yes. Let's look up what fucking innocence means.
Yeah.
In a sense, it means, no, that's a different one. Okay. Innocence. Well, Innocence is a 2014 movie, which I haven't seen yet, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch it. And Innocence is also a 2013 film, too. So there was two movies called Innocence. Or guiltlessness. Okay, so innocence or guiltlessness is the term used to indicate a lack of guilt. Okay, so everywhere you thought you had any guilt, and by the way, guilt is a distractor implant put in place to keep you from being an infinite being. So everywhere you bought into the distractor implant of guilt, and you've been using it to f*** yourself up the ass, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times a Buddha-zillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and puck, shorts, boys and beyond. The other part of that is with respect to any kind of crime. Okay, so everywhere you thought you were a criminal, you've been sold into this reality that you're a criminal because you were somehow responsible for someone biting some fucking apple in some Garden of Eden. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that times a Buddha-zillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and puck, shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. In a legal context, innocence refers to the lack of legal guilt of an individual with respect to a crime. So all the crimes you thought had anything to do with you that you think you're legally responsible for because someone else told you were defiled as a humanoid or a human, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times a Buddha-zillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and pop, shorts, boys and beyond. So are you willing to claim that you have always been innocent and you always will be innocent and you can never be guilty?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and pop, shorts, boys and beyond, which reminds me of a Buddhist quote that I have to, because this will help blow everyone's shit out of the water on innocence. So I'm going to look it up right now. I'm searching on YouTube for the most interesting man. No, the most radical writing of Nichiren Daishonin, and I'm sure I forgot where I put my own damn videos, so it's not that. It's the most something, I can't remember. Writing of Nichiren Daishonin, Tim Janakos. Let's just try that, because it's the most out of this world writing that I ever wrote in my other lifetime. Okay, this is not the one. Okay, so I need to just give you guys a quote because this is where this whole innocence bullshit's going to be blown out of the water. So it's not on this one. Okay, so is it on the other one? I put it on one of these places. Maybe I put it on this one. I love all these Japanese commercials that come up on mine, which I can't understand, which is kind of cool because I don't want to understand them. Or I can't understand. I understand that I don't want to buy into them right now, so that's why I'm understanding. I do understand. I understand everything because I'm choosing to understand. Okay, so that's not the one either. So the book is staring at me on my altar. Okay, so I'm looking for the quote because I put it on the website. If you haven't yet listened to my reading of the most revolutionary writing of Nichiren Daishonin, then ask yourself why you haven't, because it'll rock your fucking world. Okay, so here's the quote. Okay, so anyone who thought they can ever be guilty of anything or not be innocent, here it goes. When one understands that all phenomena whatsoever are manifestations of and I'm going to put my own, of the reality that we are choosing, then one does not need any good friends to teach and instruct one. One thinks as one thinks, speaks as one speaks, acts as one acts, behaves as one behaves, and all one's 4 types of activities, walking, standing, sitting, lying down, all that one does is one with the harmonious accord with the mind of the infinite being from time without beginning that they truly be. And I just added in that last part of the quote. That was my own thing. Anyway, so everywhere you have not been willing to realize that's you and that's always been you and you have never been wrong, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times a Buddha zillion?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all 9, pot and puck, shorts, boys, man. And by the way, I've never done this many access clearing on one call in the first 3 minutes. It's coming to me through the multiverse, so I can't stop it.
Okay.
Okay, I thought we were going to do a 45-minute call, but it looks like we're going way over time. So all the people who are listening in, who are not calling in the next 3 minutes, we are going to get cut off the air. Only the people who have called the number 1-646-929-2015 will hear the off-the-hook rest of the show that's going to happen, because this show is going to be totally going off the hook in the next 3 minutes. But you are not going to be able to hear it if you don't call in, because the switchboard cuts us off in 3 minutes, and I'm sorry about that for all the people who listen in who don't call in, but the switchboards are going to light up right now because I feel it. So once again, 1-646-929-2015. Call in on Skype. It's only $2 if you're calling internationally on Skype. If you're calling in from India or from Budapest or from Hungary or from any other isolated commune in the multiverse. Okay, so my body says you're ready to stop coughing. So I'm going to go back to Janice because she got fried. Okay, well, I'm not going to go back to Janice. But what's one other issue you want to work on? Your body's saying I did enough. Okay, because I'm already Yeah, I'm halfway through your session.
I got really dizzy too. Everything was tingling and I got really dizzy. So I think. Good.
And if anyone listening to this show on the replay can't hear a word I said, that means I have your phone number, and that means that this process I'm running on you is working. So anything I said in that long monologue that you couldn't hear, that was the bullshit you're trying to buy into that you can't let go of. So just let go of it all. Okay. Thank you for calling in, Arizona. I'm just going to call you Miss Arizona from now on. Is that cool?
I love it.
Okay. Cool. Thanks. I love it too. I love that Miss Arizona's calling into my radio program. Soon we're going to have Miss America call in. We're going to have fucking Miss Africa. We're going to have everyone's going to be calling to my show because they're going to realize, they can be Miss Multiverse if they just called into the right radio program and stopped calling into the Rush Limbaugh show. Okay. Anyway, Rush Limbaugh's not the worst. There's some other worse ones, but anyway, we won't get into that. So we're going back. My body says to go back to 586. Who did I not talk to in 5? Liz. Oh, Liz. My God, Liz. This is so amazing. You are a fucking Liz, you don't even know how amazing you are. So everywhere you haven't been willing to know how fucking amazing you are and how much more amazing you can be if you just step into it, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times of Buddha zillion?
Yes, I do.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all 9, pud and puck, shorts, boys and beyond. So for anyone listening in for the first time and I'm saying Swahili, right and wrong, and all that bullshit, you don't have to know what those words are. You can do it on yourself, but just say all the shit Tim says on that crazy radio station. I open up to knowing that, and that'll clear it too. So you don't have to say the words I said. And the show says we're going to get cut off in 10 seconds for the people not listening in, not calling in. Goodbye. Okay. Now it's just me and you. You and I. You and me and you. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. Okay, good. You're feeling it. So everywhere you weren't willing to wake up to that song every morning running in your head, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times a bazillion?
Yes.
Or a better song. Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine. Pop and pog, shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow. So I just want you, just because I always thought you were 17, and every time I see you on Facebook, I think you're 17, and I still think you're 17. So how is it humanly possible to have what's your oldest daughter's name? Or your oldest son or daughter?
My oldest is 13. It's a girl, Submarine.
Okay, Submarine.
Submarine.
Yellow Submarine?
Submarine. Like a summer rainy day.
I heard submarine. I was going to say, is she a yellow submarine? We all live in a yellow sun. What was it, sun what?
What?
Sun. Say her name one more time. Sun Marine?
Summer rain.
Summer rain. We all live in a yellow summer rain. A yellow summer rain. A yellow summer rain. Now I realize why the Beatles didn't call the song Yellow Summer Rain, because it's more difficult to sing. But that's okay.
There actually is a song with Summer Rain as the lyrics. They say Summer Rain. Mm-hmm. She was born on a summer rainy day on the west side of the hospital. That's how she got her name.
I love it. I was okay. My dad was tripping on LSD, and he was driving his Volkswagen van down the mountain from Big Bear, California, and my mom was screaming because my head was coming out of her pussy on the way down. Seriously. And my dad says, "Fuck it, we don't need to go to the hospital. We're hippies. Let's just have it in the back of the Volkswagen van." And my mom was not yet willing to go there. So, especially with my dad on LSD. So she decided to drive to the nearest hospital, which is in Apple Valley. So I tell people I was born in Apple Valley. I don't even fucking know where Apple Valley was. I don't know if I was born on the right side of the hospital, left side of the hospital, top floor of the hospital. I don't even know if it has 2 floors or 3 floors because I've never been there. I was just delivered there.
Nun gave birth to me. I was like in a nun convent like type place where I was born. My mom was a hippie and my dad was too, and he was on LSD. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so my dad named me after Dr. Timothy Leary, who was the LSD doctor of all the Guru 60 freaks. Right. So anyway, my mom wanted to tune in and turn on and drop out, but not with LSD. So she was going towards Buddhism. So my mom stepped into the super spaceship. The sun machine is coming down, and I'm gonna have a party. She stepped into the sun machine, the sun of Nichiren, which is Sun Lotus, and she stepped into the sun machine and she took off to another planet while my dad was tripping out for so long that he forgot where he lived, and he ended up migrating from Laguna Beach, California, which is where my mom left him, which used to be called the yellow sunshine capital of the world because they produced yellow sunshine there and sometimes overproduced it, and sometimes people overdosed on they put a few more drips on the tab than they were supposed to put. And
right.
So my dad overdosed too, but he thinks he has the world record of the most sheets of LSD swallowed at one time, but I don't know. Anyway.
My first pair of bell-bottom jeans were my father's, actually. They were the best pair of pants I ever had, I swear. They were awesome.
So when I found my dad 37 years later on the internet, actually my older brother Adonis found him on the internet, and he had migrated back to his birth spot in well, Massachusetts, close enough to New York, where he met my wife, my mom. Whoops, my wife. Wow, that was Freudian. Mm-hmm. He was still tuning on, dropping out. And shortly after I met him, he had a SWAT team circle his house and take him away to prison because he called the SWAT police, or he called the news, he called everybody, and he said he's holding his wife hostage and his wife's mom hostage, and he has a gun to their head. And he was just sitting on his couch sniffing glue. And he had the whole SWAT team surround his house and bust down his doors and windows with guns pointing at him. And he just started laughing at the top of his lungs, and he goes, "I fooled you all!" So luckily they didn't blow his brains out, and they put him in his like fourth or fifth time being in solitary confinement in some prison, and they couldn't take him anymore, so they kicked him out. They always kick him out because they like my mom. And my mom used to put me on grounded. She used to ground me, which is great. Yeah, ground a fucking Pisces. You can't ground a fucking a water sign. So she tried to ground me, and she would kick me out of the house after about a half hour because she couldn't handle the incredible tension that was causing trying to ground a water sign. Anyway, so they tried to put him in solitary confinement. They tried to put my dad in solitary confinement, but every time they put him in a prison, they kick him out because they just can't handle him. He's off the hook. And so they let him off. They let him off the hook seriously because he goes to court, and the judge is just like, dude, why aren't you teaching like college classes? Because why do you keep going to prison, and why don't you just teach college classes? It's so much easier. Because that's what he should be doing. So he's just so stuck into the 60s that he can't figure out that he's beyond all of it, but he's just still playing the game of the 60s that he has to put something in his mouth to reach enlightenment when he's enlightened already. So everything that brings up for you and everyone else on the call, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, definitely.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pod and talk, shorts, boys and beyonds. So I'm going to end the call, not because I took everyone on the call, because I want to take everyone on the call, but I want to end the call because I want to end it with Liz. And Liz, if you had all the money in the world right now, which you do, it's in other people's bank account, but it is yours. What would you do right now if you had all the money in the world? That's what we're going to end the call with.
I just throw it to everybody. Give it to everybody.
So what you would go in a helicopter, and you would fly with bundles and bundles of cash over all the people that think they are limited and think they don't have enough money, and you would just freaking carpet them with freaking bundles and bundles of cash. Just let it flow out, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. That was some glitter, throw it. Here's some glitter. I would. You're here. That's some candy or something.
Okay.
I'm so giving, man.
My daughter's favorite movie is Alvin and the Chipmunks movie. Or I don't know what it's called, but anyway, when Alvin pours all the glitter, he says, "Oh, it doesn't have enough glitter," and he just fucking pours the whole bottle of glitter on the note into the hospital. Oh, money and glitter.
My son went and did that.
So money and glitter.
My son went to school with blue glitter all over his face and head.
I'm sorry, I'm talking over you, but it's because there's a little delay. But anyway, I'm feeling everything you're saying before you say it. So it's no. Don't ever say sorry on my show, because you're never sorry. I'm so glad you're here. So everywhere you haven't been willing to allow money and glitter to rain into your world and rain into all your neighbors' worlds and rain into all your kids' worlds and all your enemies' worlds and all the people you thought were holding you back from money and glitter, would you let it rain in now?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad. Well, I feel it, man.
I know. It's cool, ain't it?
I'm going to open up the
right in the leg.
I'm opening up the window. I'm going to catch some of the money and glitter that's raining in right now. Seriously. I'm opening the window because I feel it. It's fucking glittering. It's glittering all over this fucking multiverse right now because this is the universe. that you, I, and all the other callers are choosing to manifest. We are choosing to create, institute, and generate from here on in, from time without beginning, and from today onward. So everyone on the radio program that wasn't willing to invite that into their new reality, Liz and I are both going to say yes together, because we're both going to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right and wrong. Good. And if that wasn't orgasmic enough for all you guys, I don't know what was. Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and pock, shorts, boys and beyond. So everyone on the radio program who thought having mental masturbation was better than listening to Liz have an orgasm, would you be willing to destroy and create everything that is and everything that brings up times a Buddha-zillion?
Yes. 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 How many people are there? How many do I have to say?
I don't want to say, because you might be embarrassed. You might turn more red than you're already turning. Okay.
I knew it. Oh my gosh! I'm outside. Everybody can hear me laughing.
Okay, so all the other people who didn't call the number, all the other people who didn't call the number before the cutoff, so they can be in this amazing party we're having right now, and hear me and Liz orgasm together. Would you be willing to destroy and create everything that is and everything that brings up together? Times of Buddhism.
Yes.
Yes, right.
Yes.
Good. Yes. Oh,
yes.
I'm feeling it. Okay, we got. If I don't stop the call now, the authorities are gonna come after me. So
I know we're gonna have to travel now. We have to travel.
So okay, Liz, you get the stretch limousine Volkswagen van in order, and all the right flowers and glitter, and I get the band. I get the band and all the other roadies. You choose the roadies. I'll send their profiles to you before we go. You can choose the right roadies, the right bouncers, everything. You just provide the stretch limousine Volkswagen van, and with all the flowers and all the other stuff and the streamers hanging off the bumper, whatever, we can just got married or whatever. And we
I got so much glitter, I'm telling you, I do. I'm like the glitter queen.
So what we can do is we can have like glitter seat covers, we can have glitter like curtains. We can have curtains where you pull down the curtains, and when you pull down the curtains around the stretch limousine Volkswagen van, the glitter falls to the ground, and it just like shimmies around the whole Volkswagen van, and we like do this glitter dance, and we all get naked, and we do. I didn't say that, and
I can see this in my head.
We all go to town, and we'll call it the love van or something, and we're gonna go to like first we're gonna go Truth and Consequence. Is that New Mexico? Truth and Consequence. We're gonna go.
I'm thinking of like Shaggy and Scooby when they got out of the mystery machine and like said, "Hello, Scooby, you see this hot woman?"
How are you? I'm feeling fucking fine now. Scooby Dooby Doo, I got you. I'm a man now. I'm feeling it.
I was waiting for them to let me in. I was really hoping they'd take me for a ride.
So everywhere you weren't willing to be the new. Who was that? I totally wanted to have sex with her. Who was the girl, the sister of Scooby Doo's owner? Anyway, I wanted to have sex with them when I was a kid, but anyway, that's beyond what I'm willing to talk about on the radio program right now.
Right. I'm wondering if you're talking about the one with the glasses or the other chick.
Both of them. I wanted to have both of them at the same time, and I was only 4 or 5 years old. So tell me my dad's LSD didn't fucking kick through my bloodstream when I was born.
You're sitting there talking about how much hair you have. My hair's like totally put past my ass, dude. I can't. My hair is so long. I have to like put it up, like everything I do. Way
no,
more
I was talking about the hairs on my balls. No, I'm just joking. I'm just
oh my gosh, man. I swear it's like talking to my best friend again.
Everyone on the call. Okay, so Liz, I've been looking for a co-host. Would you now or in the future be willing to let go of all the bullshit that's been holding you back from being my co-host?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to all you have to have is you don't have to actually call into the show anymore because you're calling long distance, and now you're going to be able to. I'm going to email you the guest host ID, and you're going to sign in, and you're going to get on for free like me, because now we got a new Skype call-in for guest host, which I just upgraded to. So you're going to be my first guest host, and maybe it's going to be like this massive orgy where we're going to have like 50 guest hosts, but you're going to be the institutor of the new reality that we're creating on the show from here on out.
I'm going to laugh my ass off, though, man.
You're just going to keep you're going to keep the show safe for kids, okay? Whatever that means. And
I know. Get away with. I know.
Okay. Okay, so everyone on the call who hung up in the last few minutes because they couldn't take, they had to go turn on internet porn to get themselves off. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everything that is and everything that brings up times Buddhism?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, all nine, pot and pox, shorts, boys and beyonds, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo.
Beyonds and beyonds.
Okay, so I'm just feeling it now. I have, which actually was your idea. You were the one who gave me the idea to put this salt lamp on my altar. So I now have the salt lamp on my altar, and it's underneath my Gohonzon from Time Without Beginning, the scroll of infinite potential. And I'm going to do what I've never done on the radio program. I'm going to do a prayer, and I'm doing it by memory. So if I say it wrong, don't hold that against me, because I sometimes get nervous saying it by memory when I'm on the internet, and I've never actually done it by memory on the internet. So this is the first time, but I actually did it in another life, I'm sure, in another galaxy on another planet far, far, far away. So this is going to be the first exclusive intonement of the true Buddha nature we all have from Time Without Beginning, and here it goes. I'm gonna mute you, Liz, only because I want you to be able to sing along with me if you feel so possessed to sing along with me in any tune you want to sing along with me while I sing this tune, okay? So I'm going to put you on mute so it doesn't have a delay. And then I'm going to come back to you and we're going to close down the show. We're going to close down the whole sun machine. Okay. So here goes. I'm going to ring my bell. Myo Obem Pondai ni Niji Sesanju Samayan Joni Kigo Shariata Shobu Chie Jinjin Muryogo Chie Mononge non Yui Sai Shomon Yakashi but Shofu Nachi Shoi Shaga but Sho Shingon Yakasan Monakamushu Sho but Jingyo Sho but Murio Doho Yumyo Sho Jinyo Sho Fu Monjojo Jinjin Mizo Suigi Shou Shatui Shudan Ge Sharia to go Jujo, but Jirai Shuju in and Shuju Hiyu Koeng non Kyo Mushu Hoben Indo Shujo Rori Shojaka Shoi Shaga Norai Hoben Chicken Haramitsukai Gusaka Sharia Norai Chicken Korai Jinan Murio Muge Kimuzo Izenjo Gera Samai Jinyu Musai Jojo Isai Mizo Boost the Jojo, she Sharia the Fushu, Boost the Joey, Shaga, Busho, Joju, Daitsuke, Yu, Nange, she, Ha, Yui, Butsuyo, Butsunai, no, Kujin, Shohoji, Shoi, Shohon Yose, Son Yose, Shon Yose, Tai Yose, Rikin Yose, San Yose, In Yose, En Yose, Kan Yose, Hon Yose, Hon Maku, Kyoto, Shoi, Shohon Yose, Son Yose, Shon Yose, Tai Yose, Rikin Yose, San Yose, In Yose, En Yose, Kanyo ze honyo ze honma kukyoto. Okay, I was going to do the second part of that, but I'm going to do it for the next show. I'm going to save it because we've had too much fun today. So, thank you, Liz, for making this the most incredible call I've ever had. And you know it's because of you, and it's because of all of you that you be, and all the other callers who called in and didn't call in and wanted to call in and should have called in, and I know it's all because of you too, so I love you all. And we're going to say bye-bye. And my co-host, Liz, is going to say bye-bye.
Yes. Bye-bye, and love to all. Love to you, and love to the universe.
Cool.
From now on.
Okay. What song should we end with? I'm going to let you choose. We got either Can't Breathe, Afloat, I Am Wrong, or Am I Wrong, Look After You, or Believed to be linked to Al-Qaeda, Austerity Psychosis. It's at times like this, Arigato. Just stop me whenever you feel something. Mama Ganja, You're My Hero. What did you hear? Mama Ganja. Okay, we're going to end with Mama Ganja. Okay, she is Mama Ganja. That's going to be your, Liz, do you mind me giving you a surname? Your new surname is Mama Ganja. You're the new radio host. You can use Liz whenever you want to, but for now on, you're going to be Mama Ganja, okay?
Mama Ganja, yeah.
Okay, so this song is for you, Mama Ganja. And thanks for calling in, and thanks for being you. Here we go. We're going to end the show.
Thank you.
Hey,
you too.
Mama Ganja. Hey, Mama Ganja. You fill me with your love. You bring me sunshine on a rainy day, and all the stars above sparkle through your misty way. You've grown so big since I met you first. I feel the need, the mighty thirst. I care for you, my dearest life. On the bedroom floor you slide. Hey, Mama Ganja. Hey, Mama Ganja. Walking through your door, let your friends lead the way. Running in the sun above, through clouds and rainy days. You've grown so big since I met you first. I feel the need, the mighty thirst. I care for you, my dearest life. On the bedroom floor you slide. Ganja, Mama Ganja. Oh, Ganja, Mama Ganja. Oh, Ganja, Mama Ganja. Oh, Ganja, Mama Ganja. Hey, Mama Ganja. Oh, hey, Mama Ganja. Oh, hey,
I just realized I forgot to mute my mic, and I I was spitting up like that guy on the end of the show. So I'm glad he was spitting up too, because I got so high on that call I had to looch up some my old self that I'm letting go of now. So I love you guys all and see you on the next show.